guys?
What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fly High Fridays.
Where them girls be
Squawking.
So, yes, we're back with another episode because why it is Friday. And
You
so,
know the drill.
and it is time to self-reflect and, get down to it, right? It ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yes.
And that's what we do here, is do it.
And this Friday is actually a special Friday. So
Yes. This Friday tonight is a special night. It's our first feature.
Our first interview.
Yes.
That we had. So with Sister Sis. Yes, and it was a blast. So that actually it's starting actually now.
Yeah. So we'll be heading over there
right after this, of course.
And
but yes, that was our celebration. Got to celebrate everything, right?
Yes.
So we got to do our first interview, and I think it was a blast.
It really was. It was
enlightening, and I love being able to share my standpoint and hearing others' standpoints on the topic. So you had to go see what the topic was. I think it was real juicy.
Yeah.
So yes, and I had a blast with it.
That it's time for me to post. And it's and like they said, such a taboo, topic, right? Oh, let me do my making sure. Just to make sure that we good.
Yes. And girl, I'm so silly. I forgot to hit the record down. Yeah. Anchor won't be getting the intro of that. But
that is totally fine. But I do know because we're here.
Right. I just look down, girl. As soon as that went off, I looked down. I'm like, something's supposed to be recording down here.
Yeah. Definitely.
So,
but
today's been a wonky day for me. A little wonky.
Yes.
But we rolling with the punches.
Man, okay. We do have other news that I'll go into before we end the video. But I also just wanted to mention that, this week, going into this week, man, it was just, it was a roller coaster for me as far as on my emotions, just because I'm still learning and new to change and accepting change. And I just wrote it down as a goal of mine to leave behind in 2021.
Yeah. So,
this is brand new for me, of just being in a flow state of life, right? And allowing God and letting God, and just, if it feels good, it looks good, let's just go with that.
Mm-hmm.
If it's, going towards what my goal and my self-clarity, I don't see no other reason why not to change, so that's just an inner thing for me that I have to daily battle. And so for this week, my mama is here with me, and it was funny because she was just like, are you okay? And I feel like she felt the vibe, and I was just like, yeah, I'm okay. It's just that I am in just thinking, I'm just thinking a lot right now in my head because, things are about to change. Bird Talk is about to change. We're going to be changing, and my jobs are changing, and so it's a lot of change going on right now. And being that if I'm a person that's coming out of getting used to being comfortable and just staying in places for so long, kind of overdoing it a lot of the time.
Same. It's finding the balance, and when it's time for you to go. So I'm very glad when things just kind of let me go. Be like, oh, okay, that needed to happen. All right, we're here. That's fine. Let it happen, and then let me deal with it, because that's what we've been learning, right?
Yes.
How to deal with the change, how to cope and deal with ourselves during the change, because we all know change is inevitable. That's got to happen in our lives, especially when we're elevating.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and I think that's just what I was going through this week. It's kind of like a growing pain. I almost felt like, just in that anticipation, you know, and not trying to think too far or, you know, get back or think that I don't need to do something and, you know, and just maybe staying where I'm at, you know. No, I'm just saying yes to change because I have it on my goal list right there on my wall. So I see it every morning. I have to get rid of the fear of change. It's just something that I have to do because it's bigger than me. You know, it's bigger than me, and I'm ready to see what God has in store for me, for real.
Oh, yeah.
When I just continue to follow in the flow, right? In the flow. So, how's your week been going?
The week was cool.
I'm excited to be here with you guys.
Right.
With my cousin, able to talk it out, you know.
No, yeah, for real. And I was literally thinking that too on the way here. I'm like, okay, yeah, because you know now we have that time to get it all out.
Mm-hmm.
This week was cool. The devil tried to steal my joy. The devil did do it, but we got it right back. He didn't know I was gonna get back. Right, and I think that's interesting how she's afraid of change. I am not. I'm looking for change. Like, I don't mean to do that like impulsively or too much, but I'm usually when God says move, I be like, where are we going? What are we doing? I be ready for it, and what I'm having to deal with is to sit and be okay with where I'm at and not moving as quickly as I want to move. We gotta again stay in that flow. And I know I'm the type of person, I move fast, I talk fast. I'm ready. Let's get it done. But God be like, I just need you to slow down just a bit. You trying to get ahead of me. Can't get ahead of God. and I had to be set back this week and had to take that. And that's really my difficulty is when I get set back and have to take my time a little, especially when I'm already thinking I'm going slow enough, y'all. I be thinking I'm already taking my time, and I be pausing, and I be like, are we sure about this before we go, right? I feel like I was already doing that, so to hear God or feel like God was telling me, all right, we're gonna slow down even more because you still ain't sitting in it long enough. I know you're ready to move. You gonna move when I tell you to move. I know it, but now I'm telling you to sit. I'm telling you don't move. Relax, rest your mind, and I had a little disappointment. I didn't know what to call it at first, but it was I had a little disappointment this week, and it was a setback. And now it's like, what are we doing now? Going even slower, going slow as molasses in these streets. Okay, but I have to be okay with that because again, I know it's for a reason. It's not happening to me, but for me, and I had to just get back into the flow of things. So I think it's very interesting.
Stuck.
Right. We definitely will get stuck, or I'll be trying to hurry up and move somewhere, and God's like, you're going to be standing over there for a minute because that's not supposed to happen yet. Yeah. You ready for it to happen now. It's not going to happen on your time. Mm-hmm. Yep. It had to be, hurt. And y'all, I'm spoiled. Like, I'm spoiled, okay? And I don't admit that enough. But because I try to put on this mask. When I'm ready for something, I'm ready for it now. Give it to me now. And I've been like that since I was a child. And I see myself doing that with God. And I'd be like, God, I've done everything that you've asked me to do. I've been patient and I've been doing what you've asked me. So where's that? What's the change?
But normally, like when you have to mention it, it's kind of like, you see what I'm saying?
Have you really done everything you need to do? And it's just like, and that's that setback. That okay, well, let's go back to the 1, 2, 3s. What did maybe I missed something. Yeah. And sometimes it's not always you missing something. It's
my issue is sitting in it too long.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't sit in it long enough.
And then you don't sit in it long enough.
You see, and so you get you get the best of both worlds.
You know, I feel like that's why I love you so much. You know, and
she's the yin to my yang. Like we just be. It's hard, y'all. I mean, like, I'm ready to get to the next level because I know it. I see what you placed in front of me, Lord. Like she said, I'm the visionary, so I see it. Right? I'll be like, all right, I'm ready to get there. I'm ready. I receive it.
I just told her, just wait. I know in the next 6 months, I'm ready to see something kind of manifest, and then if not, it's kind of like from that point, okay, what else do I need to do?
Right.
Now it's I need to plant some more seeds. But for me, it's like we've been on it so much. Hey, it really just aligned perfectly. Because of the awareness that we have now. It's like boom, as soon as we see an opportunity, we are acting upon it, and that's what I love definitely about jazz, because I know me, if I'm a person that normally drags my feet, I need that person that's when I tell them, it's just like, okay, win, no problem. Yep. And not so doubtful or not,
I am like come to me with your ideas. Come to me with something. I'm gonna talk it up. I'll be like, what are the steps?
Right.
What do you want to do? Yes.
Right, not for real.
Because I'd be so ready for it. I'd be so ready. Like, if you just come to me, I'd be so ready for it.
Yeah, and and that's what I need. That's what I need. That's why we're such great business partners. That's why this has no, I just really don't have no doubt in my mind. Starts with the mind first, right? And then just in my soul, it's just, I don't have really no doubt that B.Y.R.D Talk will be like a little bit more than what I expected, because just even off the little stuff that I kind of been changing up and doing, and trying to see what works in here and there, right? With this network marketing thing,
right?
Certain things have blew my mind on certain things, right? So I'm like, you know what? I just don't need to worry so much about if this is gonna be just,
what I needed or wanted to be. If we even know at this point, because it may be so big we can't even fathom. We're just doing something that just feels right to us, and we're trying to be consistent with it.
Being obedient. That's what came up so many times last week for us.
And look, and I think God, that's where the true tests come in. It's just like, because my test hit this week, where I'm just like, okay, yes, I've been obedient to what God has been telling me to do. I'm trusting and believing that I talk to God, and I'm getting to know God, and I feel like I've been doing that, right? But even in the disappointment, are you going to keep pushing? Are you going to keep thriving? Or are we going to stop? Are we going to be like, oh, well, this can't happen for me, so let me get back in the box and go back to regular life? No, like, well, now I'm saying no, because I was thinking about it, y'all. The devil had me, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. F it. You feel me? Whatever. I could just... Or
basically, like, is it time?
Right.
I know you ask God that a lot. Like, okay, well, what is it, God? What is it time? And it to me, it's just whatever you feel.
Yeah.
You have to feel it. Like, for me, it's a feeling.
It definitely is a feeling, and I be looking for the feeling.
And I love Auntie Tab, the way she said, like, it's that gift under the tummy.
Yeah.
Like, I took that with me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I took that with me. Thank you.
Especially when you go back, I've said before, you can be out of tune with your body, and I had to realize, okay, I'm getting these gut feelings. Maybe it's not always a bad thing. I used to really think me having that little gut feeling was a bad thing. Like, something bad is going to happen. Yeah. Not necessarily. Yeah. Now, I can think back to a time where I went to a party, y'all, with some friends. Mm-hmm. And we get to this party. Mind you, I don't drink. I don't do nothing. But, I started feeling so nauseous and so sick. To my stomach, literally. I thought I was going to throw up, and I hadn't ate nothing, hadn't drank nothing, so I was fine before I got to this party. Now, as we try to leave this party, the cops come, and I guess it was a lot of underage drinking. This is years ago, y'all. And there was a lot of underage drinking, and they were trying to say we couldn't leave yet until the cops had left. And even then, I'm feeling sick. I don't throw up. I'm just feeling really, really sick. I even tried to ask my friend to drive us home because I wasn't sure if I would be able to do all that, right? Well, they didn't feel comfortable doing that. Moral of the story, the end of the story is I get in an accident that night. We all get in an accident that night. And it makes sense now. Like, before, when I was looking at it, I wasn't even thinking nothing of it. We were just getting in an accident. But my body then was telling me, you're not in a good place right now, and you're taking too long to get out of here. Yeah. You're taking too long to get out of here. And my body was trying to tell me, and I wasn't listening, or really couldn't, because they were stopping me from getting out. I was just like, okay. But even then, like, I was sitting at this party for a while just feeling sick and just being like, oh, you're fine. Because, ain't nothing, you're fine. We were just fine a second ago. Like, I'm battling myself, y'all. Yeah. And I do that a lot. And that really would be and this is why I feel like I understand why God needs me to sit in things, because, like, stop battling yourself. Mm-hmm. You know what you need to do, and you know what everything is. You get in tune. Yeah. And I feel like I was a little bit more in tune and listening to my body at the time. I'm like, all right, y'all, it's time to go, right? Cause I know there's some men who do that when they step into parties and they be like, they scope it. Yeah. Nah, there's something off. It's time to go. And I should have been listening. No, I was trying too hard to party and get out. I was out and trying to be grown and hide my Jeep and wreck my Jeep. I understand that now.
It's important.
That gut feeling is so important. And she used to tell me that all the time, y'all. And I still was just like, what are you talking about gut feeling? Like, I would get them, but I don't listen to them. I'd be like, I think it's something bad, or maybe I shouldn't do that, or I don't know. But it's like, it's me having to sit with myself long enough to understand where that feeling is coming from. What was that thought that brought that? Or sometimes you're just not in where you're supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank God for my precious baby Lanessa, because to be honest, I feel like that's where a lot of that comes from. Mm-hmm. Just being cautious, because I do have a daughter at home. I have someone who loves me unconditionally, who needs me, and so each decision for me is like, okay, will it be inconvenience for me to, continue to have a relationship with my daughter where I'm not away all the time? I don't like that. I never wanted that. So everything that I did in my life was so I can have that freedom to be a mom. Being a mom to me is super important. It's the best gift that God could ever gave me. Mm-hmm. And I value that. I value that title. And so much so, this is kind of why I'm like, man, if people are sitting around speaking, their truth and being able to live a life of what they want to do, mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Do exactly what you want to do.
Yeah.
I know y'all done heard Beyonce do song, because that's right up there. Okay.
Yes.
Do not let anything break your soul. If something is telling you, okay, keep doing this.
Yeah.
Listen to that.
Yeah.
We talked about it a couple weeks ago with Dr. Wayne Dyer. Don't let your music die.
Yes, I love that one.
I feel like that goes right hand in hand. Yeah, all of them were good, but I feel like that just tied into this week for me. And I'm like, are you going to let your soul die now? Because that's really what the devil wants you to do. Like, that's why he keeps hitting you with these disappointments. But they're not even disappointments, they're really just illusions to distract you and be angry and not deal with your emotions. Yeah. Because like I had a little moment, right? I had a little pity party moment, and I had to let myself know, okay, we're not okay right now. Yeah. I'm not for the front it, I'm not for the fake it, be like, you know what? Because granted, and then here's the trippy thing though. Like, I'm crying about my disappointment, however, I don't feel it in my heart, but I'm crying about it. That's the difference. Yeah. I'm wanting to cry about it. Yeah. I wanted to give myself a pity party, but deep down inside of my heart, I didn't feel it, and it was just like, nah, we're not done. That's not gonna knock me down, but I'm gonna go ahead and cry about it since I'm a human. Yeah. And that's what's needing to go ahead and come out instead of fighting it. We're gonna go ahead and cry about it. Right. But we're not gonna stay in that. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, thought about it, did. But I had some encouraging people around. I went ahead and was upfront with them. Hey, y'all found this out, and I'm not okay. Prayers, please. Yeah. Prayers, please. I sent that out to my crew, so I would be okay, and I could push past this, and also sit in it a little bit, because I did allow myself to do that again. Because we just talked about it, I'm sitting stuff long enough. Yeah. I try to what's next then? Instead of just be like, you know what, I am hurt. I'm disappointed, God, and I'm going to be honest with God, because I try to front and fake the front with God and be like, no, it's okay, God, because I know you're going to bless me. I know you're going to bless me. Yes, right? I know I have been taught, if something doesn't work out better, God has better for you. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. I just can't fathom it right now. That's just, that was the end goal, and for that to be shattered, but I had to come to the realization that now I'm free from that. Yeah. Now that I got that I've been hearing those all year. No, a no ain't nothing new.
Right.
I know how to deal with a no, okay? But we gonna keep going because eventually I'm gonna keep knocking. I'm gonna get to a yes eventually. I know that, but let me sit in this for a little bit. Let me let people know, and then we're gonna get right back up to it. Okay? Let me keep going.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop because I'm not fit to be. I just can't. It's like something in me. I can't stop. You can't. When there's something in you telling you keep going, you can't stop. I don't care if you're crying right now. I know you're mad. God, like I know you're mad. I know you're upset with me. I understand. I can take it. Give it to me. It's okay. But we're gonna keep going. You wait for the stop. I tried to throw the towel and he threw it back. I don't know if y'all seen that video. Okay, somebody was saying I tried to throw the towel and God threw it back in my face. Like, no, we ain't done. We ain't done until I say. You woke up this morning, didn't you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and when you have, it's the awareness. It's the awareness, and when you have that, you know how to navigate.
Yeah. You
know how to navigate from that, and it's just up from there. You know what I'm saying? It's literally up from there. When you're more aware, when you know better, you do better. I've said that before. It's simple. It's really as simple as that.
And I was even trying to beat myself up. Like, you should know better with certain stuff, Jazzmen. It was like, well, you know what? I did. You know, and I forgive myself for that. You know, let's sit with ourselves a little bit and talk. It's okay.
Right.
Like,
because we do what we know. We do what we know until we fail. And normally, failure is that openness to opportunity.
Yeah.
To the next door opening up. God just want to see how you gonna handle it. God want to see that.
He'll see, are you really ready? You've been saying you're ready.
Are you really ready? You know, because earlier this week, other people want your challenges. Yeah. Other people are praying that they had your challenges versus theirs. Mm-hmm. Okay, because the way that the market is going right now, everybody has the recession word out. Right, we're about to go in a recession. Now, I am in the trades and stocking world and stuff like that, an investment world. And yes, gaining and having that knowledge on that side, no, I'm not nervous about a recession because I do know how to benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? To rebuild for people, you know, we it has to be from kind of an entrepreneur side mindset, or not even an entrepreneur mindset, but a growth mindset, I should say, really. When you have a growth mindset, any downtime, dry area, like, it's always an opportunity in it.
Yeah.
It's always, and people, what we tend to do, most people, is we just get nervous. We hear recession and we're like, oh my God,
what am I gonna do? And then we think the worst case scenario, and it's just like, y'all are addicted to these negative thoughts, y'all. Like, we go straight into that. When I hear recession, I don't go into what am I? Nah, I mean, I've already been kind of, you know, y'all know my situation. I already been having to make do, you know, and I'm thankful for the people that, you know, and then I even ran across a video to where they said this is actually the time to start moving in with your family. God kind of just already moved us to do that.
Man.
So we don't even have to worry about that, okay? And now, granted, I could have been, you know, not counting my blessings and been like, you know, no, I'm not finna do that. I'm not finna. Nah, you know, if they're allowing, go back home.
Yeah.
Take a moment and sit in that uncomfortability. Because if you just sit in it long enough, sit in that pressure. Yeah. You don't know how you'll come out.
But I know that kind of put down a little thought in my mind when you said that, is if we sit in it long enough, do you understand that you'll never go back? Mm-mm. Once you sit in something long enough, you get tired of it, right? You've exhausted over there. You see what I'm saying? That God is not going to bring something back that you don't need.
Love,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's not going to bring something back into your life that you don't need to reevaluate or look at again, or, you know, because things don't happen for no reason. Mm-mm. Right? So we have to look for the treasure in everything, and we have to sit in it literally long enough to get our lesson,
to get what we need to get, so elevate. There's There's a reason why we're here.
And that way you never go back. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all, this is like maybe my second or third time moving back home. I'm just being transparent, being open with y'all. This is like my second or third time moving back home because I've had that opportunity. But I kid you not, I'm looking at it completely different this time around because I was in a rush last time. I was in a rush to get back out. Like as soon as we got there, I'm like, nope, I can't be here too long. We gotta hurry up, get him out here, find something, do something else. But we can't be here that long. Yeah. And now I'm sitting like, you know what? We're back here again. What do I need to get? Let me sit here long enough. Even with the uncomfortableness, let me sit here long enough because it's really not that bad. When I really look at it, when I decide to get present and look at my reality, it's really not bad. I'm really quite blessed and highly favored over here. But if I get too much in my head, I'm gonna start looking like, nah, it's too hard. This is too much. I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable. Let me just go back to what I know. And it's like God trying to get me. He trying to get you to level up. Why would you go back to what you knew if it wasn't working before? And you know it wasn't working before. So that means it's time. We're here for a reason. Let's go. We're back at the drawing board. I don't know if y'all follow me on my regular page. I literally just made a post about it. You know, home is where the heart is. It's sometimes you gotta just go back and learn that lesson. I wasn't getting it because I was trying to move too fast. Yeah. Girl. Yes.
Home is your why. To me, that just what popped in my head. Home is your why. Like, who doesn't want to be safe in their home? You know, you wanna feel safe when you go home.
Yeah.
You know, every time, no matter the situation.
Yeah.
Home is safe to me. That's where I feel when you say, like, if you just twist to say safe, I'd be like home. You know,
home is where the heart is. Home is where you
that's what good moms bad choices do. They do a game called Trigger. You say one word and then you just whatever pops up on your head, and that's what made me think like if you say you know home, it's just like safe.
I'm supposed to feel okay about coming back home. I shouldn't be we shouldn't, but I think that's really in the black community. We don't, because it was so hard growing up in our black families, okay? Yeah. We don't want to go back, but sometimes, you know, your healing's going to heal generations of healing, your whole family, and sometimes it's God is trying to do something. This is why he had COVID happen and we had to sit at home. It's just going to happen again because clearly we're not getting it. We're trying to go back to yesteryear and we can't go back. There's no going back, y'all. Man. We're trying to move forward. Especially, I feel like the black community, we were trying so hard to move forward. Now it's go back to the root. We got to figure out the root. What's happening? Why do we keep going through this?
Yeah. And, you know, with that being said, I do want to give you a message. This one is from Mornings with Nano. And he talked about the 4 reasons people don't take the lone wolf journey, or the lone wolf, he got it the lone wolf summer. But I changed it to the lone wolf journey, you know. And it's 4 reasons why people don't take it, because I feel like, you know, both of us are taking a road less traveled that we don't see that our neighbor is doing. You see what I'm saying? YouTube, things of that sort, IG Live, and podcasting is not like generally right around us. And so, yes, for me, I feel like I'm taking the lone wolf journey. You know, a journey less traveled. And the 4 reasons why people don't take this journey is 1, being afraid of rejection.
Yeah.
Man, how we don't like rejection.
Yeah, like I rejected.
But rejection is literally.
But that's the fire to keep going. It's
redirection.
Redirection. That's all it is. It's like, okay, well, let's find something. Let's do something else. It's gonna bring you exactly to where you need to be.
I'm telling you. And number 2 is people think it's too much work.
Yeah.
Don't want to put in the work. You broke up with your girlfriend last week because you didn't want to put in the work to just communicate that you don't like your orange juice at the bottom of the cup. You like the orange juice. Listen, you like the orange juice up here. Okay? You don't want your orange juice down here.
Yeah.
Okay? But you didn't want to communicate that You was tired. You know, this was just the last straw. This wasn't the beginning.
Well, you were in public.
This was just the last straw, right? But we tend to do that because we think it's too much work. Period. You know.
That's not something we're used to doing. It's a lot of mental work. And I used to wonder, what is the mental work? What's mental work? If you're not mentally working,
woo.
Oh my God! If you're just staying physically, you're just physically working. No, you gotta work on your emotions, baby. You gotta work on your spirituality. You gotta work on your mental. What are you doing? What's the mental work? I'm literally reading a book about what the work is, y'all. And praise God, I've been doing it. Like, it's just staying harder at it. You feel me? Because sometimes I really be battling myself. I be like, am I even doing the work I'm supposed to be doing? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Right. Okay. Because my mind it starts here, y'all.
It does. It does. And number 3 is that it's too much responsibility. Hey, you know, owning your own business.
Great responsibility.
Owning your own business is going to come with that responsibility. I was over here crying on my live the other day. And I was just feeling like that in the moment. I wasn't just crying to be crying. But I did go live for a second, and I was just on my main page, and I was just talking about how life is a responsibility. Like the fact that we even have you know what I'm saying? Even the fact that we have that word out, you know what I'm saying? The fact that people give up on life, just don't want to do it no more. It just saddens me.
You're too much in your head, because I've been there. But because you spiraled and continue to go down that hole.
Yeah.
When you don't allow yourself any hope or joy, the negativity will swallow you whole.
Tell me.
And I'm speaking from experience. I've done that. I can't even allow myself to even do a little bit. Okay, I did a little bit this week, but we wasn't gonna go crazy with it this week, because I will get to that point where I'm just like, well, if I can't do what I want to do, Lord, why am I here? But it ain't about me.
Yeah.
It's your will, God.
Yeah.
Not me. I don't know any better. I just, I'm still trying to figure myself out.
For real.
And control the things God said I can control, which is my emotions.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, we can control that part. We can control our emotions.
No.
All right. And lastly is don't know where to start. That's you know, I can vouch for that. I can vouch for that. A lot of times I'm like, oh my God, I have this dream, I have this idea, but who do I talk to get, you know? And
what I've been
social
noticing,
media.
Look, social media.
You know?
I'll literally be like, okay, God, since we're not doing this, right? Since this was my rejection, I'm trying to be redirected where we need to go. God will literally place it in front of your face when you're present and out your head. He will direct you to that next step and get out of that. Oh, woe is me. Nothing never goes right for me.
Yeah.
I'm speaking for me. No, but let me. No, you gotta get out of that and really open your eyes. Don't look down, look up. God, okay, that didn't work out. What's next then? What is that? What do I need to do? If we're not trying to go back to yesteryear and what I was doing in the past, and I'm trying to keep moving forward. Okay, what is my next step then? Because
that's the importance of having a goal. Because then you know exactly where you want to go. Because we all say, I know what I want to do. I know what I want.
But are we showing the actions of it? And not for anybody else to see your actions. I mean, for you to see your actions.
Yeah.
Are you seeing, you know what you want to do, so are you seeing those actions? Are you seeing yourself put those actions?
Yeah.
Are you doing it?
Exactly. And I just want to leave us with this before I share our further announcements, and we're going to get up out of here because it's been well over 30 minutes.
We gotta go see what's
because we started Anchor late. They didn't even get the intro. So
we've been.
But I just want to say sometimes people don't want you to just preach a sermon, but live a sermon. Yeah. And that's just one of my goals that I wanted to share. When I first heard that from one of my pastors that I follow, and I'm like, yes, God, I accept that. You know, I don't want to just preach. And I don't consider myself a preacher, right? I just like to talk. But that's what it's about to me. It's about not just preaching and talking good. It's about literally living
day by day,
breathing this life. Okay, because we gonna live it. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to live.
That's all I
live
can do.
this
I don't know how to be nobody else but me, and I can't live nobody else's life but mine.
Yeah. Hey, I'm here, and I'm finna make the best of it. That's my goal, right? That's one of my goals.
Yeah.
And before we get out of here, we just want to announce that this will be our last live episode here on IG. We are moving our platform over to YouTube. If you're still here with us, like right now, you can hear me speaking. I just want to thank you so much for tapping in however many times you did and getting this here value and whatever that, you know, we could bring to you just out of living our regular normal lives. And we hope to see you over on YouTube, right? Because we're going to be heading over there. We're going to be working on just trying to get some more reels out there and more bloggy blogs. And so that way we could try to like mix up the content a little bit.
Yeah.
I also want to try to reach out to more people this time to interview. And actually get them a date and a time.
Yes.
And you know,
to the people we have a list of interviewees.
Yeah.
We do, and we're gonna get to y'all. We be on the lookout. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, God to me, God aligned this right perfectly for Bird Talk to be able to open up again other opportunities. We now have a break from something to be able to work on other things.
Right.
Because it's new challenges that we facing today. In 2022, it's new challenges. It's whole new things. I'm trying to jump on that train. Okay? By any means necessary. Okay? And just try to stay up to date. That's what I'm trying to say. Is basically I'm trying to be a stay up to date human.
We're in 2022, we're not in last year.
Yes,
I'm not in next year.
There we go.
We're right here.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so, on that note, y'all know me. I gotta get my notes so I can make sure. Be sure and follow our main socials down below. And I do still have my Acorns link if you are ready to invest. If you haven't done so already. I also have my Facebook link if you want to book with me.
Yes, I have my Reflections of God book. It's still available on my website, but not for long, you guys. You will soon have to just get it from the bookstores, get it ordered from there. But I do have a few copies left, so make sure you check that out on my website, which will also be linked down below. And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay. And I do just want to remind you to always show love and be grateful for everything.
All of it.
Those are the two most high vibrationals that you can have, and I'm on the goal of staying there each week. That's why I say it each week, because that's my goal.
Right.
I'm trying to stay, in love and in gratitude every day, on camera, outlet. And lastly, be
you
resilient
and driven.
Until next Friday, you go over to YouTube. YouTube, okay? It's in our YouTube link is in our bio, so you just go. Yeah, I guess I can update the link for when we do post. I'll update the link of that video. Yeah, I'll do that for you. So it's boop. You just go in the bio.
Real easy and simple for y'all.
Yeah, you just go in the bio, tap that, get over there, view, And then we'll be back live as soon as our videos kind of catch up with itself. All right? Fair?
I think so.
Forgot the thumbnail.
Yeah.
All right. Remember to be you. Until next Friday.